10, it says, "Now there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down to Egypt to dwell there. For the famine was severe in the land. And it came to pass that when they were close to entering Egypt, that he said to Sarah his wife, 'Indeed, I know that you're a beautiful woman, a woman of beautiful countenance. Therefore it will happen that when the Egyptians see you, they will say, This is his wife. They will kill me, but they will let you live. Please say that you're my sister, that I may be well with me for your sake, and that I may live because of you.' So it was that when Abram came into Egypt, that the Egyptians saw the woman, that she was very beautiful, and the princes of the Pharaoh also saw her and commanded her to Pharaoh. And the woman was taken to Pharaoh's house. Pharaoh treated Abram well for her sake. He had sheep and oxen, male donkeys, male and female servants, female donkeys and camels. But the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with a great plague because of Sarah, Abram's wife. And Pharaoh called Abram and said, 'What is it you have done to me? Why did you not tell me that she was your wife? Why did you say she is my sister? I might have taken her as my wife. Now therefore, here is your wife. Take her and go away.' So Pharaoh commanded his man concerning him, and they sent him away, him and his wife and all that he had." So this is a personal, I guess, in Abraham's life. He's the father of our faith, and so it's good to see that we can fail and come back. But here, as he's entering the land of Egypt, because there's a famine in his own land, he tells his wife Sarah, and he tells her, "Listen, they're going to see your beauty and they're going to want you." Now, what he's saying is they're going to want to have sex with you. They're going to want to have their way with you. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to say that you're my sister so I can live. This is his thing. And so when he came in, sure enough, the Egyptians saw her. She must have been very beautiful. I mean, she was really 70 years old here, but she must have been really beautiful. And so the princes of Pharaoh commanded her to Pharaoh. She goes into Pharaoh's, and Pharaoh's going to sleep with her. I mean, that's what he does. She'll become part of the harem. She may become his wife, but he's going to sleep with her. And before he does, I believe that he did not. God got involved, and God actively protected his covenant partner. This is important for us to understand, that before this marriage was corrupt, because of this man's weakness, God got involved, and Pharaoh was able to draw a line between the great plague that came to his house and Sarah being Abram's wife. So he calls him in and says, "Why did you do this to me? Take your goods and get out of here." So what we need to see here is, in our personal weakness, because our lives are built on faith, right? Everything we receive from God is by faith. But here's the thing, during the course of life, we may have faith in many, many areas, but in one or two areas, we may be very weak in faith. And what God does is God watches the righteous and watches his covenant partners, and he will proactively protect them. Abraham didn't pray to God for this protection. God did it on his own. God did it because it needed to be done. And so when we look at God's Abraham here, we can see that we can have a personal faith, but we can get it. The other day we looked at Sarah laughing. Abraham also laughed at the promise of having a child. But both of them at some point, according to Romans chapter 4, were not weak in faith. They didn't stagger at the promises of God. They were strong in faith. They didn't consider their own bodies now dead. And so that means they got it together to a point where their faith could bring the desired result. Anyway, thanks for watching today. Please share, follow, like this video, make a comment to it. It helps us in our algorithms. We're really getting a lot of lift now out of this content. Those of you that are sharing it, others are joining us now, and that's great. And then please pray about becoming a partner. If you've joined us on your journey to know God and his word, I'm asking you to join us on our journey to produce it. For $10 or $25 a month, it's like one meal a month, giving it to our ministry and helping us, grow. Because if hundreds of you do that, it becomes real money. Anyway, God bless you.